Hi guys, this is Toymaker with the third part of the animated ride tutorial that we've been working on. In the first part, we um, animated the object that would be what our avatar rides. In the second part, we got the avatar moving along with the object, and in this one, I'm going to show you how to get your assets exported and um, get the entire thing uploaded to Twinity, uh, including how to set up your TWML. So we'll get right to it. And the first thing you are going to want to do is we'll hide that. We need our box, which is already in the scene, and we will need the dummy for it. And I believe we already exported this, but we're going to go ahead and do it again. And what you want to do is grab those two objects, select them both, and then go up to File and Export Selected. And what we will do is create a new folder on our desktop where we can easily find it, and oops, that. And we will export it as Collada, and we will call that box. Okay, and when the export options come up, make sure that baked matrices and relative paths, as well as normals, triangulate, and xrefs are all checked, plus chances are this will be unchecked. Go ahead and check that. Make sure that create clip and sample animation are both checked. And again, you want to subtract one from the total length of the animation when you export it. So our animation has 300 frames, and you want to export 299. And hit OK, and that's done. Hide the dummy in the box. We go to mesh and the male. Okay, and the thing here is that if you have facial animation on your avatar, when you're done animating, then you'll want to unhide the head as well and select that. Actually, we don't even need the mesh for this. But we don't, so I'm going to go ahead and hide that, and I'm just going to select the entire skeleton. And then go to File, Export Selected, and we will call that male. And again, you want this all set up the same way, and again, you just want 299 rather than the full 300. Subtract one from the total length and hit OK, and that part is done. So there's our folder, and there's our files, and it's a relatively small file sizes. So now that we've got those exported, that's not what I want. Where did I put those? Okay. I already made these. I'm going to go ahead and make copies of them. I made them earlier when I was doing a test, and I made an icon. It's just a black background and stuff. It's 128 by 128 pixels. When you're making the icon, you can do something like this if it's just something like personal or whatever, but um, if especially if you're doing it to like make an object distill or whatever, then you're going to want to make a better icon than this. This tutorial isn't really about making icons or doing things in Photoshop or GIMP or whatever image editing software you use. So I'm not going to go into that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The icon can be in any of the file formats or texture file formats that Twinity supports, which includes JPEG, DDS, TGA, or PNG. And then you want your TWML. And to make the TWML, you can just open up like Notepad will work. That's generally what I use to make the TWML. And anyway, your TWML should look something like this. And what I'm going to do is zip this entire thing up into a zip file and then shove it into Dropbox and make it downloadable, so that you don't actually have to create it yourself. You can just download it and then use this particular copy if you want, and just make the corrections in it that you need to make. But the main thing to look at here is the object path is the name of your animated object. In this case, it's box. Object animation path is also the same, which is the box. The box is animated. That's what you want to use. In some cases, you can actually upload like a different animation, a different animation file. You could take your box, you could move it around in a different way, or like just export the box originally without the animation and then export it again with the animation and use that path instead. It's a little redundant and it increases the file size, so I wouldn't really, the size of the asset, so I wouldn't really bother with it. Just, it's the same. All right, and then your avatar animation. You want it set the trigger to sync. Path would be, I have that wrong. Male, which is your animation, and then skeleton isn't actually necessary. Something that you should know about this though, if you animate with a particular skeleton, say you animate with the male avatar the way that I did, and then you upload it that way, and you remove the skeleton option. The skeleton option says, okay, only a male avatar can use this, or only a female avatar can use this. It's either set to male or female. You can take it out. That's a completely optional thing in the TWML. If you take it out and then it was animated using a male avatar and a female skeleton, or a female avatar clicks on the object and whatever, then it'll do some funny things to the mesh, the avatar mesh, and it won't look quite right. So a lot of times when you're making something and you want it to be unisex, then the best way to do that is to make animations for both with the appropriate avatar. You don't have to, but it's better to, because otherwise it doesn't look right. So anyway, so this is the TWML, and you can you can just pause the video and copy it, or you can download it from the Dropbox link, which will be in the description of the video. So with that done, we'll go ahead and save that and then bring that up. Okay, so here we are in game, and I will upload it. So you go to Add Object, My Computer, Desktop, Animated Ride. There's the TWML. You click on that. Place this. And there's our animated ride. You click on it, and there I go. I am zooming around. Anyway, so that will end the video. That'll make this one pretty quick, and I apologize for it getting dragged out for as long as it has. If you have any questions or any problems, again, feel free to hit me up in World or on the Twinity community Facebook, where you more than likely found the link to this video. Again, there will be a link for the Dropbox in the description of the video on YouTube. Feel free to download and do what you need to do with it. Thanks.